Welcome to Tuesday night on Bad Dog Comedy TV. You are watching Slumber Party, so go wild in the chat for your host, Ophira Calof.
I'm sorry, Ophira, but you are muted. You have muted yourself.
Oh no! I just said the best introduction ever and nobody heard it. Thank you for the heads up, Connor. I am Ophira Calof, and thank you so much for joining me here on Slumber Party, the coziest of the cozy shows, where we all get to watch from our own individual couches, beds, chairs. If standing up is a thing you like to do, I guess you could do that too. As I said, my name's Ophira. My pronouns are she, they, and I am a fat, white, femme human with long brown hair that's tied up in a bun at the top of my head, and I have a slightly grown out shaved side undercut. I'm wearing turquoise, thick-rimmed glasses and a white and navy blue neck brace. And I'm wearing a pajama shirt that I'm very excited about because it says things like sleep, relax, cloud nine, good night, which feels very, very fitting for this kind of a show. I hope you're all in those cozy spaces and having a nice moment, a quiet Tuesday night, because we have a very, very exciting show in store for you. I cannot wait to introduce you to the guest artist for this show. This human is a filmmaker, a comedian, a theater artist, a writer, a performer, a wonderful, wonderful friend, one of my favorite humans in this world. And they're bringing some really exciting art to the show that we're going to get into later. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce you all to our special guest artist, Monica Garrido.
Hi! Hi, I'm Monica Garrido. My pronouns are she, her. I am a Mexican woman. I'm sorry. I have curly brown hair. I am a short little human. I don't know. I'm sorry. And I'm going to start saying things like I had a nose job when I was 18.
This is one of the best visual descriptions.
I got my teeth fixed before I came to Canada, and I'm wearing a pajama. ¿Cómo se dice mameluco? How do you say this in English? Like jumpsuit?
Oh, like a onesie?
A onesie, yes. You can see my butt if I let you. With this, never mind. Yes, this is me.
Amazing. Monica, thank you so much for joining the show and for being at this slumber party. I miss you so much in real life, and it's nice to get this experience virtually. For anyone who has attended one of these slumber parties before, you know that the next thing is that I'm going over some, things, expectations, things like that. I just think we all can have more fun when we know what's going on. And also, I love accessibility. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my house rules. So, the very first house rule is you do you. Please engage with the show in whatever way it works best for you. I already did that by demonstrating that beginning the show silently worked for me in that moment. So feel free to, engage. You can turn the volume and brightness up or down on your screen. You can come and go, snack or drink, turtle, curl up on the couch, have a dance party. However you want to engage with the show is wonderful. And as you've already figured out, for a lot of you on the side, there's that chat section. And feel free, you can chat with us. You can say thoughts, questions. There's going to be a specific section later on when we'll go over any questions. So feel free to write things in the chat. We'll be keeping an eye on it throughout the show. And just to give you a sense, it's like when you're at a slumber party, it's good to know where the bathroom is. It's good to know what's happening. So at this show, at this party, there's going to be integrated visual descriptions, which you've already heard some of with Monica and I describing what we look like. We're going to work to carry that throughout the show. There's also going to be an archived recording of this show with professional captions added, and that will live online. And so if you have to go for whatever reason, you can check back in and watch the show later or just listen to it. There's going to be some music, and there's guaranteed to be at least a dose of silliness because it is a slumber party. Things that there won't be are any flashing noises, flashing lighting. Noises don't flash. I guess they do. They can be sudden banging noises, and we won't have any of those either. And I am the kind of host that likes to have an itemized list of exactly what we're going to do during the course of this party. I was up early baking the brownies, had to get it all ready. So first up on our schedule is what we're doing right now. We're killing it. We're already doing it. The introduction and house rules. After that, we're going to be going into the entertainment portion, which I'm so excited about for the show. Monica is letting us show a short film that she made that we're going to go into a bit more later. And it's so beautiful and it's just wonderful. After that, we're going to have snacks and chats. We're going to talk about it. And that's the section where if you've asked any questions, we'll also address those in that part of the evening. And then we're going to get to the point of every slumber party where, we've had our snacks. They may or may not have a fair amount of sugar in them. They may or may not have alcohol in them. Who knows what kind of a party this is? We'll find out. And we will do a sort of 2 a.m.-esque silly activity. And that's going to be it. After that, we will all go to sleep. The beautiful thing is we're all in our homes already, so we can just say good night and then go right to sleep, which is my favorite kind of show. Last but not least, this party is a free party. But if you want to give a host gift, right under this video and in the comments, there will be popping up a link that's to Slumber Party show page at baddogtheater.com. And you can donate there to help keep this show going and to help keep other really amazing shows that are running on this channel, on the Bad Dog TV channel going. The shows are so good. I watch them all the time. And it's just very helpful to kind of get through this online phase. You also, at the bottom of the video, there is a subscribe button if you want to get notified and keep up with both this show and all of the other shows on Bad Dog TV. So one of these places. I'm sure somehow I'm pointing to it. Feel free to give that a click and be subscribed. Yeah, that's it. We did the house rules. Monica, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. I also saw the chat and I know my sister is watching.
Oh, that's so lovely. I wanted to meet your sister. Now I have the chance.
Invite her to the show.
It's a whole new world. No boundaries, limitless possibility. Okay, so we're moving into this next stage of the city. Yeah, we're like slow motion walking into the next stage of this show, which is the entertainment portion. And we are so lucky because Monica is sharing a short film with us. Monica, can you just say a little bit about it?
Yes, I would say, first of all, this was my first short film I did in like film school. So, yes. But visually is, it's an apartment and there's a bunch of candles of different sizes. Some of them are more used than other, different colors. And there's two girls, two Latinx girls. So they will speak in Spanish. One, Carla, one of the characters, she's from Cuba, and the other one is from Monterrey, from Mexico, Sofia. And they're trapped in the apartment because there's a storm going on outside, but there's also a storm going inside in their hearts.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I am so excited for this. So without any further ado, I should figure that out. Let you entertain me.
¿Quieres hablar de lo que pasó?
¿De qué hablas? Creo que necesitamos más velas.
¿No crees que ya tenemos suficiente? Parece que prefieres que se encienda tu apartamento antes de hablar conmigo. ¿De dónde sacaste todas estas velas? No sabía que fueras tan precavida. Qué bueno saber que estás preparada por si se te lo va a dar la luz a ti y a todo tu edificio.
No es eso. O sea, sí hay que estar preparados para cualquier emergencia, pero además colecciono velas.
¿Coleccionas velas?
Sí. ¿Qué tiene de malo?
Nada. Solo que me llama la atención que estés quemando toda tu colección. Y no sé, tal vez llevas tiempo coleccionando.
Perdón, es que tú fuiste mi primer beso.
Mentira. No me digas que nunca te has besado con nadie.
Claro que sí. Me he besado con mucha gente, bastantes. Bueno, no tantos, no de esa manera. Tú fuiste mi primera.
¿Y cómo te sientes?
Pues bien.
Bien. Entonces te encerraste en el baño 1 hora, luego intentaste incendiar tu apartamento y todo eso solo porque te sentiste bien cuando nos besamos.
Sí.
Qué mentirosa eres.
Pues sí estuvo bien. El beso estuvo muy, muy bien. Besas bien. Y besas a tus amigas muy seguido.
No, Lucía, no beso a mis amigos muy seguido. Además, este beso fue diferente.
Diferente.
Sí, se sintió diferente.
¿Diferente cómo?
No sé, se sintió bien.
No, pues qué buena explicación.
Este beso fue diferente porque sentí algo que no he sentido con nadie más. Además, tenía ganas de besarte. No sabía que iba a haber una tormenta y ahora estás atrapada aquí conmigo. Voy a entender si después de esto no me quieres ver, pero la verdad es que no me arrepiento de nada. ¿Qué?
No sé. Es la primera vez que siento esto y no sé cómo explicarte.
¿Y entonces? ¿Qué quieres hacer? Si quieres que me vaya...
No te puedo decir. Ya viste cómo está afuera. Además, no quiero que te vayas.
Bueno. ¿Y qué hacemos?
My heart!
So to describe it visually, what happens at the end is they have a whole conversation about what did they kiss before, and now they can't leave the apartment, and at the end they kiss again, and the candles keep burning. Yeah.
The music sweeps in and it's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, Monica, thank you so much for sharing that with the show, with everyone who's watching. That was the third time I've gotten the chance to watch it, and it just like fills my heart every single time. So thank you so much.
Thank you to my dad for paying for it. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Thank you to the Toronto Film School. Oh, Okay, I want to talk more about this. Also, I want to talk more with you because you're wonderful. And that is going to bring us into the next stage of the party, which is snacks and shots. I have my snacks. You have your snacks. We can chat. We're very good at this already. Okay, you had mentioned at the beginning that was the first film that you made, and I would love to know kind of your thought process behind it. What drove you to tell that particular story, or just how you felt about it, how you feel about it now.
So it wasn't my first. It was because probably at home I made also other ones, and my sister can tell you there was one time back home I used to do films with my family all the time because they're like, you film it, and I used to edit. Even when I had a VCR, I used to edit with my VCR, like stop record, and even for my like credits, because I didn't know how to use a computer, I was just do this with a piece of paper, being like Monica, blah 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 blah, and just do this, and then cut and everything. But when I moved here, because I came to study film. I did a short film first, and it was so straight, I couldn't finish it. Like I couldn't. Like a part of me was like, and it was bad because I spent money on it, and it was like my thesis piece not thesis, but like my last short film to graduate that school, and then I had candles left from. Oh no, that wasn't my first short film. I did another one. It's about gays, and it's also there. It's called Apartment, and it was filmed also at my apartment, and it was just like lesbians also going through a breakup, but they don't speak. You just go through the relationship. It's beautiful. Everybody should watch it. Oh my God, I'm so gay. I forget how gay I am. I did that one, and I had candles left, and I was like, I should just do something revolving the candles. So I wrote this because I had so many candles. So I was like, I'll just write a short film with candles, and I didn't have a lot of money left. So I got the equipment from school, and then Carla and Sofia, who are the actors, are two really of my close friends. Like Sofia has been my friend since I was like 15. So I was like, can we do this? And they're like, yeah. And I wrote it in like a week, and then that's it. We were like, let's film it in a day. And then I edited and produced and co-produced it and directed it. And I think when you tell stories that are true to yourself, you enjoy them, so you do it with more love, and you actually ended up putting them out there. So that's how I did it. And also that was with that short film, I got into Inside Out, the film festival.
Wow.
Yeah, so then I was like, what is this? And I met my best friend, one of my best friends there, Trisha Jagorillas, who's also a filmmaker. But yeah, from that short film was like, it really set up the stories I wanted to tell.
That's so amazing. And also so amazing that it came from a combination of just like, you had a bunch of candles, which I think as artists, we do a lot of just being like, what do we have? What are we working with? And what do we make? Like, what can we make out of it? But then coupling that with something that you really care about and creating from a place of love, it created something so beautiful.
And also the outfits, I couldn't remember this, but then I saw Sofia and she was telling me that she was like, remember when you were telling us what to wear, and you say, I was watching Pretty Little Liars at the time, this horrible teen show, and I was like, okay, you're Emily and you're Spencer. And that's it. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, my thought process is really fast.
It sounds like a whirlwind. Like, and we're making a film.
Yeah, I used to do that more often when I had more because I used to edit for a company, and they sometimes would let me use their equipment. And because my next short film that I did after that also got into Inside Out and then Bloody Mary Film Festival, we did it in my apartment. I was about to move, and I was just like, let's get everything out and film it right now. And I wrote it in also like a week, and then I called people, be like, film a short film. And now I'm like, can't do it.
Oh. Well, also, wait, before I say this next thing, I just want to let everyone know that if you have any questions, any thoughts, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll address them here. But in the meantime, we're going to keep chatting because I love chatting with Monica.
Yes, we do it so often.
Yes! Although, pandemic's kind of gotten in the way a little bit. Just a little.
What our love story.
Oh, Monica was just holding up a piece of seaweed because that is the snack that she's eating right now. And Monica can go ahead and say, why seaweed?
Because that's what you will always find in Ophira's apartment. That and ¿cómo se llama? Like power bars. What do you call that?
Yeah, like expired Lara bars. I have.
And I used to eat them.
I ended up with a huge stash of Lara bars at one point and did not make it through by the expiry dates. But they live in the drawer.
Oh no, they still live in me.
And they live in Monica. I'm always a little concerned about the expiration dates.
They mean nothing. It's okay.
I mean, they mean something. That's why they exist. Okay. You with art do cover so many mediums, right? You do film, you do comedy. Even within comedy, you've done like stand-up and improv and sketch. You've done musical theater. You create beautiful solo shows. The full big spectrum of art. And I kind of wanted to ask, what draws you to different mediums, and what's your thought process in terms of choosing what medium you're going to focus on for what story? Oh, I know, it was a double question.
I think it depends where the opportunity presents itself. Like if there's a festival and it's a theater festival, then I do theater. If it's a film festival, then I hope somebody gives me money and I do film. But
it's expensive.
Yeah, really expensive, yeah. That's why I used to put my dad as an executive producer. He doesn't know I'm gay. Like he produces homosexual stories. But I think I don't know, it depends a lot. I think also at one point I let myself see where I'm invited to, the places I'm invited to, and what can I do there. Because I don't know, I never think in a particular being. I think only in theater I'm like really particular about my solo shows because they're really personal. Really, really, really extremely personal. And stand-up, I don't see it as I don't count myself as a stand-up. I count myself as a storyteller. And I will only do certain shows if they're for people of color or queer people. If not, I don't want to go there. But yeah. How do you do your thought process, Ophira?
No. I'm the host of the party. I ask the questions. Well, also, no, pressure. I don't know. I feel like we've talked about this before a little bit, that both of us really care about story and the medium, like whatever way we're telling the story. It's not, we kind of figure that out, but we really care about what we're saying. Yeah? That's how I feel.
I think if I say we because I always go to your house and I'm like, let's just write a musical because we love musicals.
We do. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we have a question. If we made a movie together, what would it look like? I think first of all, it would be musical.
It would be musical.
It would be musical. It would be queer.
It would be queer. It was like the prom, the Broadway show. It would be something like that. Ooh, what would it look like?
It would be disabled too, because everything I do is disabled because I'm disabled, and it, comes with me.
I think if we did one and it's also during COVID times, it would be me. I figured this out. Me and my partner figure out where to stand in, what is it? No, it's not Bloor Street. Is it Bloor? Yes.
Yeah, so they stood at the corner of the street and then called me and told me to come to my window. And I'm on the 37th floor of an apartment complex, so it's quite hard to see. I can't see individual people, and I don't have a balcony or anything like that. But they told me what color they were wearing and then started waving big waves. And I was like, oh, you have to go a little to the side. They were like behind a building. And then we waved at each other. I don't think you could see me at all.
No, I imagined you. But that would be the star of the movie. It would be like, like me being like, I'm here, and you're like, where? And I'm like, here. And then for me, we just pan to like your balcony, and you start singing, and I'm like, there's a cure for COVID, so I'm coming over. And then it's just me like, and you're like, oh, it's time. I'm gonna see my friend. She's coming to my couch, and I'm like.
It's the distance and the coming together, and also because like there just aren't that many stories about friendship and like queer friendship, disabled friendship, like and how beautiful and important all of that is. And it would be an epic like comedy song that also kind of makes you cry at a part of it, because I feel like Monica and I both do that in our work. And we're like, ha, silly, silly, silly. Oh,
real thing. That's my partner.
Liz just wrote that they yelled hello, which I definitely did too, through my solid glass window. Like, hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you, etc., etc. Adele song reference. I don't know. Should we make this movie? What do people think?
We should also do like a superhero one. Remember like the sketch that Neha wrote?
Yes.
So, Neha was Mina.
Monica and I met as part of a program that was a fellowship program that was a program. But one of the beautiful things was like the people that we met through it, because I had heard of Monica before as like a presence in the industry. That
in a whisper in the wind. It was like...
It was this rumor that like came to me as I slept. Like there's this Monica. But then we finally met, and it was beautiful and magical and so lovely. But through that, it was a sketch comedy fellowship, and different sketches were made. And one person in the program, Neha, wrote a sketch that we were part of that was about superheroes. And Monica tried to ride on the back. For those who don't know, I use a power wheelchair when I'm out and about, and Monica tried to see if we could do an entrance where she like hopped on the back of the wheelchair and I would drive in. It wasn't the most safe, so we weren't quite able to do it.
But we were superheroes.
We were.
That's what matters.
I mean, maybe now with social distancing, a superhero musical.
You know what we queers.
Do? A queer superhero musical, and we could arrive places because social distancing, right? So what we do is like attach like water skiing, those like the string, and then we put you on a skateboard, and so I drive, and then you go like wee.
And then when you stop, I just goodbye. Hi.
Okay, we have some technical issues to work through.
I remember when we met, and then I remember we were in the room, and I was like, "Hi, you queer? Nice to meet you."
Yup.
Ah.
There's a beautiful comment that says that
That's
it's a lovely, from Monica's sister, that it's a lovely friendship and it's amazing, which I agree with. I'm the luckiest.
Yes, we used to spend so much time together before.
Yes. It's okay. One day. The couch, the snacks, all the things.
The crying.
The laughing, the singing. We sing karaoke.
We do our duets.
Yeah. I mean, this is why it's a musical. It's a musical. Queer, disabled, superhero musical.
That actually sounds pretty good.
I know. I'm like, are we doing this? My father just commented that he'll finance the film with that. They'll get executive producer credits. It's happening.
We won't explain to my dad what the film is about.
It'll just be a film.
We will call it a business.
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 Because that is our expertise as artists, for sure. Seaweed snacks. Okay, I want to just give everyone the warning that we only have about 4 or 5 minutes. If anyone has burning questions that they want to tackle while we're at it.
And if you have burning sensation, check. If
it's a burning sensation, don't look at WebMD. It will scare you. But monitor it. Go see a doctor if you need to. That's the slumber party policy on burning sensations. Oh, yeah. So tell me, this pandemic, because we haven't been able to hang out as much, which breaks my heart. But what are things that have been making your heart happy during this pandemic? Nothing. It's okay if it's nothing.
My friends, they're nice. No, I love my friends. I talk to my friends a lot. I talk to a lot of my friends from Mexico, which is pretty cool. One of my friends right now, sorry, I was just like, wow, because I've been watching a lot of Mexican TV because I just like when people speak my language. It's really beautiful. But one of my friends from like childhood, he's in The Voice, Mexico.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm like, because he's so talented. And he was my first boyfriend. Yeah. It didn't work out, sadly. But he is quite famous now. But yeah, that's been giving me a lot of happiness. And also just seeing my friends and Bad Dog TV has given me a lot of happiness. I watch almost every show too.
Oh, wow.
I comment just to feel like my friends.
Yeah. I know that there have been some shows on Bad Dog TV that there's like the chat section, but Monica and I have just messaged outside of it. So just like hearts. We're watching a show together. Because in non-pandemic times, a lot of different comedy and theater venues aren't accessible, so we don't get to watch that many shows together.
But now we do.
Yeah, now we can like have a shared live experience and perform together. That's what we're doing now.
I know. Why has it been giving you happiness?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly, anyone who's watched other shows, I go on and on about my couch. Like, it's a really
good couch.
It's a really good couch. I really love it. And now I don't have to feel guilty about like spending all my time on it because there's nowhere to go anyways. So that's been, honestly, I've like figured out a setup where I can prop my head up on pillows and my view is my window and I just like put on music and watch the clouds go by. I'm like, oh, that one looks like a bird. Oh, that one looks like a turtle. And it's so, I think like as artists, we tend to over-program ourselves, or at least I for sure do. And it's been nice to just force those moments of just like peace, quiet, watching the sky, listening to music. It's really quite lovely.
I know. I've been still working, and that makes me really happy. I have a podcast with Aluna Theater where you have been on it, called
Yes.
Merendeando, and because of the pandemic, we got to interview people from the States and from Mexico, and artists that are doing like so many like activists in theater together. So that has been giving me so much joy. Also, this Purell.
Purell brings joy as well.
This is my snack.
We have 3 questions, which we're going to have to tackle quickly. So exciting. I see the first one is, what are our first memories of each other?
Thank you, Liz. I don't know. I remember I saw you, and my queer dart was like.
So this was it was like a meet and greet for that program we were in, and a lot of people knew at least like 3 or 4 other people in the room. It felt like there were these groups of people who were like, you. But because a lot of the spaces where they had met weren't accessible, I did not know anyone in that room and was sitting. I knew one person, but they came late. So I was sitting in the corner, very, very awkwardly, just kind of quietly. And Monica was like, knew many people in the room, but then was like, you, and came and sat beside me and was just so wonderful and warm and friendly. And I had been told before the program by the wonderful Alia Rizul, she was like, Monica is in the program and you're going to love her. And so it was like this sense of immense relief. And then I think we just sat together for the whole program from then on.
Yes, because I loved you. It was friendship at first sight.
Yeah. For those who are listening, Monica just made a face that was like a winky face.
I love it. Next question.
Trisha.
Trisha's so famous. Everybody follow Trisha. She's so talented.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, we have a celebrity in the chat section. Monica, what are on your PJs?
My body. I'm joking. Is unicorn. Sophia gave me this one day. She was like, "You want a onesie?" And I'm like, "Sure." So it's just PJs. It's just unicornios and stars.
Oh, so lovely. On mine, I said this in a small part, but it's at the beginning. But there's like clouds, and it's all sleep-esque words like relax, good night, cloud. Oh, and cloud 9. That makes sense. That's an expression. Cloud alone seems a little random for the shirts. There's like moons and stars. It's a very nighttime themed. Okay, next question.
My sister.
Oh, where do you want to go when the pandemic is over?
To your house?
Yes. Honestly, I don't need to leave my house. I just need the people I like to be able to come to my house.
I think I would like to go to your house, and I would like to go to my friend Alice's backyard with all my friends to have a barbecue. That's one of my biggest dreams. And I would like to go to Mexico to see my family, and to McAllen, Texas, to see my sister. Not because of Texas. I don't want to go. No, never mind. I love you, sister. Go to Mexico. We meet there.
It's a good.
Do you think now? I think it's because of this. People are like, after this, I'm going to see the world. And I'm like, but I'm still making the same amount of money.
I know. It's like these circumstances have not changed. If anything, for a lot of people, working with a smaller budget.
I don't know. I would like to plan, maybe go somewhere with everybody I know and just hug everyone. Maybe we should just be like, everybody meet at this point at like 11 a.m. and then we're all like.
like a destination. It's like when people go to like visit a hometown and they're like, I will be at this restaurant or this bar from here to here. And if you want to see me, come in that window.
Yes.
It's a good idea. I mean, I don't like moving around. I think it's nice when people come to you.
I'll probably go to you when we get.
It's true.
One of my main things. I will call Patricia and be like, let's go.
Yes, if Patricia's.
What about you? Yes, I go visit you too, but you're in a place that I don't know if I want to travel there. Tricky. But when it's super, super extra safe on 2022, I just say. No, of course I will wanted to visit my whole family.
Yeah.
First, my chosen family.
They're a little closer geographically, so it's.
Yes. Aww.
Well, okay, well, now that we've got into heart things, it's time to fully change the mood and go into our next section, which is the silliness section. Amazing. Okay, so I am not an experienced slumber party goer. I had like sleepovers, but I don't think I've ever been to an official slumber party. So I don't know what people do, but apparently people do personality quizzes, and I love personality quizzes. Monica said that she does. So we are going to learn what dessert matches Monica's personality.
If it's not a churro, then
then this quiz is faulty. So we're gonna go down to the first question. And the first question is, what would you rather squeeze? And there are pictures of a tiny, adorable kitten, a very adorable dog, I think a hamster, a fluffy monkey. All of these are like baby animals for perspective. A hedgehog, a little duck, a bunny, another puppy that's just like looking over its paws very soulfully at the camera, and a stress ball. Monica, which would you rather squeeze?
One of the dogs.
Which one?
I don't know. That one.
I think I may have chosen that one as well. I did the quiz before. I'll tell you what answer I got at the end. Okay, next question is, which is most appealing? Which is a bit vague of a question, but we're just going to go with it. There's a bucket with beers on ice. There is a bed that's not made and looks very inviting. There is someone biking. There's a plate full of different kinds of cheese. There's a room with a TV, a beach, sunsets, not sunset, it's like blue skies, daytime view. Something of people dancing at a party, a forest out in nature, and a Target store for some reason that is unclear to me. But, you know, the rule of the show was you do you. Maybe for someone watching, Target is very exciting, and that's fine. That's okay. Monica, what's most appealing to you on this list?
So I don't know who has touched any things here. So I don't know if I find them appealing because I don't know if they're clean.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say the beach.
The beach! This does not surprise me. Also, I did not choose the beach. I definitely chose the bed.
Yes, I have a feeling.
I was like, all of these things look beautiful, but also I could just stay in bed and
watch a movie about a beach.
Yeah, you know, I can look at this beautiful picture and feel like I'm there. Okay, next question. Pick a food. On this list, we have Cheetos. We have pepperoni pizza that's like being lifted up and the cheese is dripping down. It's like quite the pizza experience. We have a giant hamburger, a salad that looks like it has some cool things in it, some beets, some squash maybe, but it is a salad. I think spin dip, like spinach dip.
No, it's guacamole.
Is it? Of course it is. It's with nacho chips.
Oh, fair.
I feel like I just really let down this whole show and our friendship as a whole. I apologize. I will reckon with this on my own time. This betrayal is guacamole. Oy vey. Then what is this?
Bread and cheese.
Yeah, bread and cheese of some variety. Burritos or a wrap. It's hard to tell.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Open. Pasta, like a cheesy looking pasta, and smoked meat of some variety.
Smoked meat forever.
Smoked meat? I did not choose that.
What did you choose?
I think I chose pizza. I might have chosen the pasta. It was like late at night when I did it. I wanted comfort food. I was in that kind of, I was watching Hamilton, it was that kind of feeling. The watching Hamilton feeling. So the next question is on the same train, pick a dessert. And as options, we have ice cream sandwiches, chocolate cupcake, something that I have no idea what it is, but it's a layered thing that seems to have like a mixture of cookies and some kind of fruit jam and some kind of mousse or cream thing. It looks good. I just don't know what it is. A gingerbread cookie, macarons, mousse. I think that's mousse. A raspberry tart, a piece of cheesecake, and I think another cheesecake, but the first one is vanilla and chocolate, and the second one has a pile of blueberries on top.
Macaroon.
Yeah, amazing.
Even though I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is my best friend. If somebody sees me, please give me cheesecake.
This is a public service announcement. Cheesecake or macarons, we should send to Monica. I definitely chose cheesecake because, comfort. I was in that space. The next question is, it's panna cotta. Trisha came in for the save.
Panna is yes.
Yeah, but neither of us chose it.
I already felt Trisha. Trisha's a star. She makes films and then she knows what panna cotta is.
I mean, she's just came into the comment section and is really
Also, I know my partner is gonna be like, why didn't you choose cheesecake? You've been talking about cheesecake for a month. I know.
I mean, sometimes spur of the moment. The picture was so pretty of the different colors. Okay, next question. How do you react when someone says, I'm not really into desserts? Woof. So the options are punch them, pity them, call them a liar, cry, accept it, leave without a word, eat all the dessert, question everything you've ever known, or you were the one who said it. Now think carefully about this, because if that last one is your option, I don't know what it means for a friendship.
I think a part of me I will be like, liar! But as I know myself, it will be probably, I don't know if it's liar or cry, because I cry a lot. Liar.
Call them a liar.
Call the passionate drama.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I checked pity them, but part of me just would not believe them. I just wouldn't. Especially all dessert. There's so much dessert. I understand if you don't like one thing. I'm very passionate about this. So the next question is, which creature would you fight for dessert? Which is getting to the next level of passion. So the options are, we have a wolf, like an actual wolf. We have a tiny creature that I feel like is a character from something that I probably should know. They're like a robotic little creature. Monica, do you know what they are?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Trisha, save us. We'll see if anyone chimes in. There's a brown bear, I think a grizzly bear, actively roaring at the camera. There is a shark that's also like mid-jump with its jaws wide open. There's a beautiful butterfly on some flowers. I don't know if this is a character. When I see this, I'm thinking E.T., but I'm quite sure I'm wrong. Also might be some sort of character.
Oh, it's a toy robot.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you, Trisha.
Thank you, Trisha. Toy robot from the 60s coming to the rescue. There's, I think, Kid Rock, and there is a dinosaur.
Just a white man.
Yeah, there is a white man with long brown hair and a bandana looking kind of moodily at the camera with their arms crossed. And then the other option is I would not put my safety at risk for desserts. What do you choose, Monica?
The toy.
I think I did that too. I was like, I'm not really up to physically fighting anyone, disability, chronic fatigue. It seems to ruin the point of the comfort of dessert. Yeah. But I will outwit a robot.
You can just run it with your power wheelchair.
It's true. That's what I do with most things that get in my way. It's a very powerful wheelchair. Okay, the next question is pick an ice cream topping. And we have crushed Oreos, some kind of, I think they're peanuts, gummy bears, sprinkles, caramel chips. Is that lychee? I feel like maybe. It's kind of hard to tell in the picture. Raspberries, Skittles, or M&ms, a round candy coated disc, or cookie dough. What would you choose?
Oh my God. This is hard.
I know. I went back and forth between three.
I want the middle one. I don't know.
I think those are caramel chips.
Yes, that one, forever.
Yeah. It's like when you're at Menchie's getting frozen yogurt and you're like, oh, I got to limit my toppings because otherwise it's going to be expensive and also overwhelming, but everything looks good. Sometimes life is hard,
Yeah. A friend of mine used to date somebody who owned a Menchie's, and when they broke up, I was quite sad.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm not going to say the name of my friends.
That's very fair. A great loss.
It's Mochi.
Of course. Honestly, I feel like we have to credit Trisha in this show. Okay, next question. What Disney character are you most like? Who do we have? We have Cinderella. We have one of the dwarves that looks happy, goofy.
And I know in Spanish it's Tontin, so I have no idea.
One of them. We have The Little Mermaid. We have Mulan. We have Princess Tiana. We have Aladdin. Chip the Cup from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, we have Simba and Ursula. Who are you most?
I love how you say all the names in English because in my mind they're really different.
Oh no!
We're like Cenicienta, Tontín, Ariel, Mulan, Tiana, Aladdin.
We just got a comment that the dwarf is Dopey, which makes perfect sense. Also, like Dopey should be part of this slumber party thing. I think it's the right feel.
I don't know who I want to be. I'm between Simba or Ursula.
Ooh. I mean, they're right beside each other, but there is no in-between option.
I don't know. Somebody in the comments help me.
I'm like, are you seeing the world optimistically? Like you just can't wait to be king? Or do you look at the world and you say, poor unfortunate souls?
No, I think Ursula has ambition.
I agree. I love Ursula.
She's like the CEO. Okay, Simba. I say Simba.
Okay.
Because I saw the comments and they say Simba. But I really respect Ursula because she, like, that sea was like only men were like ruling the sea, and she was like, no, Sorry.
Yeah. And then she just like came in and, you know, she had contracts, she had her whole setup. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do things my way. That's why I chose her.
Ursula is a boss. See?
Yes, Ursula is a boss. Last question, I think, if I remember correctly, which Friends character do you relate to? So the options are the Friends characters that Rachel, Chandler,
Rachel, yeah, Chandler,
Joey, Ross. I don't know who that is. To me, that's Frasier.
Yes, that's Frasier.
Okay. And Monica, that's her name. And then the monkey, who I forget their name, but also you can skip this one if you don't relate to any of them. I think we're getting a leading mouse hovering around Frasier. But I'm
going to say Phoebe.
Amazing. I skipped it because I just didn't know. You're cake! Oh, okay. You're cake. You're damn near perfect. You're in high demand because everyone wants a piece of you. But be careful with your time. There's only so much of you to go around. I mean, it's telling you your soul and also giving you advice on setting boundaries. BuzzFeed has outdone itself. It's like a 2-for-1. Monica just grabs her sunglasses and is posing. This is incredible. I did not get life advice from my answer on the quiz, but I really appreciate that you did.
I love being cake. I love cake.
Cake is so good.
Yeah. I got a bit more specific, like tres leches cake, because that's me.
I mean, I feel like this is the thing. It gives you room to hone in on your individuality with the category.
Where did you get?
I got pie. It said that like you're versatile, everyone loves you. You know, you're just like a solid bet. Which I was like, you know, this is quite kind. Thank you for propping up my ego, BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed, if you would like to sponsor Slumber Party, please do.
And for a movie.
Very different. Or you know what, BuzzFeed, if you want to sponsor the superhero musical, the disabled superhero musical film that Monica and I will be creating, feel free to just, find us on Instagram, because now we're going to get out of this quiz and wrap up the end of the show. Monica, how can people follow you and keep up with you?
Yes.
They don't have to.
You can follow me on Instagram. You can check out my podcast that I co-produce with Camila Diaz Varela and La Luna Theater at the Luna Theater page. We have really amazing episodes, and Ophira is in 2 episodes because we love her. But yeah, I have a YouTube channel with that short film. So if you want to see my other 2 short films are there. This one I put it like 2 years ago, and it almost has 500,000 views.
Wow!
As if you put lesbian in the title. I'm joking. No, but yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, and I will be doing stuff there, here and there.
Amazing.
Don't follow me on the street, because distance. Monica Garrido H.
Amazing.
H is silent.
Also, everyone, definitely check out Meriendo. It's an amazing podcast. They're also just, Monica and Camila are the best hosts. Like, they're so kind and generous. And I've had such a good experience being on that podcast. And I would just strongly recommend listening to all of the wonderful conversations they have. If you would like to keep up with me, my Instagram is, Monica's Instagram is on the screen for anyone who's watching this visually. My Instagram is at ophira.c, and this show, Slumber Party, is happening every second Tuesday at 9 p.m. live. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, they're all up there. What we do is get them professionally captioned a week after everything airs, and then they live online. And so you can watch it with the sound off and just experience the captions. You can listen to it as a podcast. because we work to describe everything, or you can both watch it and listen with the sound on your own time. Whatever, the rule, you do you. So thank you all so much and thank you, Purell, as Monica just held up to the camera. Thank you all for joining for the show. It was so lovely. Thank you to Bad Dog Comedy TV. This channel is wonderful and we really appreciate the platform. Thank you to our incredible technicians running things and letting me know when my microphone is on and off. Connor Lowe and Adonis Charlie. And Monica, thank you so much for sharing your stunningly beautiful film and yourself and being on this show. I love you quite a lot.
Oh, I love you more. And thank you to Trisha to come.
And thank you, Trisha, for saving us on multiple occasions. Amazing. I hope everyone had a cozy time, is doing well, and that you all have the most relaxing night that's filled with things like pillows and hot chocolate and whatever makes you feel good. Thank you so much.